Hello my beautiful love goods, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am building a starter house. This one is fun, y'all. I actually enjoyed this one so much. I was just in the mood to build a starter home, and I was like, you know, I want to build something with a specific style in mind. I don't want to just try to make a starter home look cute. I want this to be a specific style. So, and you know, it's still loosely interpreted because, you know, I'm still limited, but in this house, it is a Victorian starter home. And let me tell y'all, my cottagecore dark academia heart is in love. I love this house. It's so cute, and I was kind of skeptical as I was building it because I was using a reference on Pinterest, and I really wanted to like replicate it as closely as I could. Obviously, I didn't replicate it perfectly, but because you know it's The Sims. But at the same time, you know, I was seeing it, and I was like, gosh, this might be a little bit more expensive than what I'm thinking because it's 2 stories and it's kind of a bigger house. It might be kind of empty. I'm not really sure, but I will say this. As I go along and I do the furnishing and the landscaping, it actually is really nice. It's not overly cluttered by any means, but it's still like a good level of clutter that it isn't like empty and bare and boring. So yeah, and this isn't a base game only starter, of course not. I didn't want to limit myself that much today, so basically I just did a Victorian starter home, and I tried and I succeeded. I will say that I succeeded. I'm very happy with it. So I actually downloaded this sim off the gallery here just because I needed a sim to have 20,000 simoleons really quickly, and I didn't feel like making my own sim, and I found this sim on the gallery, and I forget the username, but she's so cute. She's got this, you know, the haircut and her face is like really adorable. Like whoever made her did a really good job. She's like, I might actually add her into my my current legacy challenge. If y'all don't know, I'm posting it on Twitter, but I actually started a legacy challenge just for myself because I've never done one like fully on before, and this one I'm having a lot of fun with. So yeah, and I'm playing with some Sims in Windenburg, obviously, because it's my favorite world, and I don't know, I was feeling the vibes. I was feeling the Windenburg vibes, and so I built this house on a 20 by 20 lot in the countryside of Windenburg. I forget what the countryside is called because The Sims 4, they updated all of the worlds, because I forget which world it was. And maybe it was San Myshuno. It was the first world to have its own like districts, quote unquote. And the worlds prior to that didn't have that. So they added those in now. So all the worlds have like little districts, if you will, like little neighborhoods within the world. Or towns, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, and I forget what the one in this area is called. It's actually my favorite place to build in the entirety of The Sims 4. It's so pretty. It's just a beautiful countryside. It's very European, and I don't know, just the lot variety is nice because you got some 20 by 20s, some 30 by 20s, and then girl, you got a 40 by 30 and then a 64 by 64. Girl, like you got a big 64 by 64, you know, which is where my legacy challenge is being played. So yeah, but here I am doing the like main necessities. That's normally how I go about building a starter home, is I will put in the main necessities that they need to survive. I kind of think back to the Sims 2 days when you would move your sim into a starter and like there would be a very basic kitchen and then the bathroom would be furnished. So that's what I start with, and then I use the rest of the simoleons to kind of fill in the space with things they need or want, or you know, just you know, etc. Right here, I was noticing that the bedroom was a little bit tight, and I couldn't really figure out a nice way to put the bed in here, like at all. So I just extended the house out a little bit, and I thought it looked pretty okay. Actually, I think it actually added a little bit of shape in the back, and I don't know, I liked it. I honestly love the bedroom because there's that little, I don't know what you would call it. It's just where that turret, not really turret, but that bay window area section thing is, and basically there's just like some skill building items there. I just thought it would be a nice little nook or something like that. But Obviously, this house, for me, if I was playing with it, I would definitely extend it and expand it as time went on with my Sims. I wouldn't just leave it this small because I think this is quite limiting, especially if you're playing a family. For this house, I would say 1 to 2 Sims at most could live here in the beginning, but I think it's kind of perfect. I love all the items I use. This wallpaper here is from the Vampire Game Pack. It's absolutely my favorite wallpaper. There's like a whole set actually from the Vampire Game Pack, and they're all really cheap, so you don't spend a lot of simoleons making your house look really pretty. It's my favorite wallpaper. It's so perfect. There's all sorts of color variety too, which I really appreciate, to be honest. And then, you know, I kind of went with a lot of base game for this little living room. Like, most of it is base game except for the bookshelf and the rug. I don't know what it was. It just spoke to me. And those kitchen counters, I went with the ones from the Parenthood game pack. However, if I had saved a bit more simoleons doing other things, whatever, I probably would have went with a different kind, because basically there is that kind in the base game that would be perfect, but it's really expensive. So I just went with this one. It's not the cheapest countertops that we have. It's like the next up, like it's like the second or third more cheaper, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But yeah, it's not the ugly base game ones. So, you know, wasn't about to use those because those would have made it look really drab, and yeah. But anyways, I put a little easel and a chessboard upstairs, and then I saw this in the dressers category, and this like rolling rack with clothing on it. And for some reason, I was like, this just feels right. I don't know. It just looks good there for some reason. It might not be perfect, but it just looks right, you know? And I did put curtains in the bedroom. That is it. I did not put curtains anywhere else in the entirety of the house because I wanted to save money. But I thought in the bedroom, at least, it would be nice to have curtains to kind of decorate the walls a bit. And also, in my head, I'm like, oh, they want to have curtains so that they can close the curtains a little bit in the mornings or whatever, so that they can get a little bit of extra sleep or something. Who knows? But the Realm of Magic tiling there on the wall, let me tell you, that looks so nice. That swatch I have never used before. It looks so good. I don't know what it is. I just really, really liked it. It's just the brown and the blue and then the beige. It spoke to me. But this is the this is where I start doing the landscaping. Now, let me tell you, I kind of went a little bit overboard. Let me be honest with you. I kind of went crazy with the landscaping, but I feel like with starter homes, especially like this, you kind of have to fill in that space because otherwise it's just going to be like a house on an empty lot. So I went crazy with that. And these bushes here, these like shrubs, brown circular shrubs, I love those. I don't know what it is. I've never really used them before, and I just found them like the other day, and I was like, wait a minute, I really like these. These are nice. These have like a nice color to them, because I prefer like shrubs and stuff that have that darker color, because there's like a couple bushes in the debug section. Oh, and I was gonna put a pond, but I was like, wait, this is a starter home. I can't do that. But basically, there's some stuff in the debug menu that it can be a little bit like the green shading on it's a little bit weird looking, but these, oh, they look so nice. I love it. But I went crazy with the lavender as well. You actually see these lavender plants, these like lavender bushes around Windenburg. So I thought I would place them down and help kind of blend it in. What I should have done, before I say anything, I found this like cabbage patch thing. I believe it's from Willow Creek, but I placed it here because I'm like, maybe they grow cabbages. I don't know. It's just in my head. I was like, hey, they grow cabbages. Probably should have used some more of that, like that, what do you call it? It's just grass. Yes. Yeah, that's what I meant to say the entire time. Anyway, but yeah, this house is available on the Sims 4 gallery. All you have to do is search for my username, lukeydean, and the hashtag lukeylupin. Now, I do want to address something really, really briefly. I'm not entirely sure when or if this will happen, but I am planning, hopefully I might be planning. Anyways, I have the idea of changing the branding of my channel once again. In the past, I was known as just Lukey, and I am considering going back to that, just purely Lukey, but I might change it also again even further. I'm not quite sure. The whole Lukey Lupin branding is kind of, it's kind of done for me, I guess. I don't know. I still like it, but I have mixed feelings about it because of recent events and stuff. But I won't get too far into that. But anyway, I hope y'all love this house as much as I do because it's so cute. It might not be perfectly Victorian, but it's really, really cute and sweet. And it's just like a little cottage, and I just love it. But anyway, I hope y'all have a great day, and be sure to drink water. I mean it. But that's pretty much it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles.